welcome back to my channel. My name is Ananya and I'm so happy to have you here. And in today's video we will be doing this makeup look right here, the Latina baddie or just baddie makeup look, okay, which has been trending all over social media. I'm seeing this so much, like everywhere, and I think this is the new trend, makeup trend of 2025. This video is going to be an entire tutorial on how you can do this, a detailed one in fact. And without further blabbering and chit-chatting, let's just get started. So firstly, I'm going to prep before I start my makeup, and today we will actually start the prep with our hair. It is needless to say that hair is one of the most important parts of your actual outfit or your look. And as someone who has been struggling with hair fall for quite some time, and that is completely due to health and environmental issues, I have been using the Jovees Rosemary Water Hairspray. It has rosemary and Follicusan DP, which controls your hair fall and boosts your hair density. This hairspray promotes hair growth and also helps with dandruff, which I personally have been struggling a lot, especially because of the weather and the pollution. My hair is always dry and my scalp usually is always oily, and I hate the feeling of anything oily or greasy on my hair. And thankfully this does not make my hair greasy at all. This has a very light water-like texture. This just feels like a refreshing hairspray on my scalp. This hairspray is also paraben, silicone and sulfate free, so you do not need to worry about anything unhealthy which is going into your scalp. This is just all pure goodness in one bottle, which is going to help boost your hair growth and prevent hair fall, also help you with dandruff. And what else can you ask for? I will leave all the details about this product as well as the buying link in the caption down below, so definitely go check it out. Okay, and it's time to start with skin prep. And first thing first, I'm just going to tie my hair and put it behind because it just keeps coming on my face and I just don't like it. Also, I'm really sorry if the fan noise is bothering you. I just can't really do anything about it because it's quite hot in my room for some reason. Okay, like Pune is getting hot, like you guys. I think I just saw on the news yesterday that it was like what, 37 degrees, and I was like, what? What do you mean it's 37 degrees in January? But anyways, my lips are so crusty and dusty. Also, I am using the Laneige lip sleeping mask in iced tea. Okay, like it's really tiny. Before we start with the makeup, I am just going to use a toner. I will link all of the products down below. Okay, so you guys can definitely go check them out. Next is moisturizer. Use any moisturizer of your choice, any sort of skincare product that you use, but of your choice, of course. I think skin prep is actually one of the most important things you should do before you start doing your makeup, okay? I feel like a lot of people don't give it much importance, but you don't want your makeup to look crusty. Okay, so first things first, we are going to start off with the base, and I'm using this Swiss Beauty Mattifying Makeup Primer. I actually have this mini and I need to get like this finished, so I'll be using this. Use your primer of choice, okay? First step is primer basically. After the primer, I will actually start with my eyebrows. So eyebrows is actually one of the most important part of this look, and I'll just zoom you guys in. My eyebrows are not giving right now, okay, like they're not. I also have so much blemishes going on my face, like there's just so much. My skin has been breaking out a lot. I will just brush them out with a spoolie first. Next, I will not be using an eyebrow pencil. I know a lot of people will be like, what do you mean you need to fill your brows? Why I'm not using an eyebrow pencil? That is because I'll be using an eyeshadow palette, or an eyeshadow specifically, okay? And do not judge me for the condition this palette is in. She's a little old and she does the perfect job, and yeah, the packaging was just not that great. It literally broke, I think, in months of getting this eyeshadow palette, but that's fine. Okay, we all are a little broken from the inside. So I will be taking this particular shade from this palette, and this is actually a transition shade, and this is not really grey and it's not really black, but it's just like the perfect shade to fill in your eyebrows. You can do this with an eyeshadow or you can do this with an eyebrow pencil. I prefer to do it with an eyeshadow, but yeah, let's just get started. I've taken a very angled flat sort of brush here. Looks a little scary, okay, not from afar, but if you like look up close, it kind of looks a little scary, but that's fine. We are going to carve it now because that is also a very important step in this particular makeup look. And I will be using the inside single like concealer pot, okay, and this is in the shade NC1 Porcelain. This is a teeny tiny bit light, like too light for my skin, so I will also mix it with the NC2 in the same range. This is actually a great concealer and you just need a tiny bit of product. Next, just carve out your eyebrows. I know it looks kind of scary right now, but I'll tell you, okay, what you will be doing after this. So once you've carved out your eyebrows, you're going to blend all of this, okay, and I will actually be taking a concealer brush of this sort and actually blend all of this. And by all of this, I mean just the sides of my eyebrows. Basically buffing out the concealer to make it look seamless. So I'm going to blend both these corners together and you're going to see how. Now as you can see, the box appearance is gone from both of the corners. To finish my eyebrows, I'm just going to take an eyebrow gel from e.l.f. and I am just going to use this to set my brows in place. So now that we're done with it, we are going to start with concealing all the dark spots on my face because there is so much. And for the first step of concealing, I'll be using this Pro Conceal palette from Insight. It has all these shades of product and you can clearly see which ones I use the most. It's this and this, and I will just use this particular shade to cover up all of the dark spots that I have on my face. It's a tad bit darker than my skin tone and that actually helps conceal a lot. Just be careful when you're doing this step and work in thin layers. You do not want to put a lot of product because if you're going to put your foundation or concealer on top of this, it should not, mix with the concealer or the foundation because that is going to create a mess, especially with the shade match. So work in thinner layers and only focus this particular shade, like the darker shade, which is only used for concealing on the spots. I am not using this all over my face and everywhere. I'm just using this on the spots where I have redness, okay, where I have blemishes. That is the only place where I am using this particular product. Next, I will be using this concealer stick from Nykaa Cosmetics. Now this is like a peach color corrector stick, even though this does not help a lot when it comes to color correcting because I have a lot of dark circles. it does work to an extent, and I only use this when I'm doing like a full face and a full coverage makeup. Otherwise I don't usually reach out for this product. It did help with concealing my under eyes quite a bit. Okay, so I personally do not use foundation for this like particular sort of look, but I go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder Eraser Concealer, and I'm in the shade 130 medium. I will be using this literally all over my face. That is what I mean when I say that I'll use it all over my face. Now that I've put it all over my face, I'm going to take my setting spray and just spray it all over my face, because it is just easier to blend. You can use your beauty blender if you want to. I personally will be using a brush. Now I've let the concealer sit on my face for a little bit, and now is the time to blend it. But before I blend the concealer, I am actually going to use the darker shade from the concealer palette, which is this particular shade right here. And I'm just going to carve out a little bit around my nose. That kind of is going to sit right there, and I'm not going to blend it right now. But what I will be blending is my concealer. I'll just take the same concealer brush and just go inside the inner and just go in this corner where I had placed the contour before. Next, I'm just going to go back and just push the concealer once again before I use the setting powder, because I tend to crease a lot in my under eyes. Before I powder it up, I'm going to use my cream blush. This is from Mars, and this is their Blush Hour blush. It's in the shade Horizon. We are focusing on the outer part of our face. I will blend this particular part of my face, because we do not want a lot of blush in this area. We want our face to look snatched and not sun-kissed. Like, the blush should not be in a W shape, but it should be only on the higher points of your cheeks. Next, I'm going to take a loose powder. This is also from Mars. It is their translucent powder. Just put some powder in here. I'll be taking a triangle puff like this, taking the powder onto this, and I'll just place it on the under eye area. Okay, so basically you want to do baking. Okay, and I'm going to leave it on looking like this for now. And I'll be going in with the same eyeshadow palette. Okay, first I'll be using this particular transition shade up here. And I'll be actually using this bronzer from Sugar Beauty, and it's in the shade 1 Top Topper, and this is what the shade looks like. I'll grab a little bit on the brush, and this actually creates the perfect depth on my eyelids, and that's why I love using this particular shade. And it's a bronzer, so I like that. If you have any similar eyeshadow shade, you can also go with that. But since I don't really have any sort of eyeshadow shade like that in this particular palette, I like to go it with this itself, like the sugar bronzer. And I will place it right here, right on the outer corners. I'll just place it on the outer corners and blend it into the eyeball socket. Do you guys see that? Just into the eyeball socket, like that. To do this part, looking up so that I can see where it's going, like inside the socket like it should. This area of my eye, which you can see, I want it to be a lighter shade, and I do not want glitter. Okay, you can place glitter if you want to, but I would like to keep it more matte, because the Latina trend that has been going on, that is basically entirely matte. I'm going to place this particular shadow, this whitish shadow, in the middle of my eye, just to give it a pop and a little brightening effect. I'm going to go back with the fluffy eyeshadow brush which I use to blend the eyeshadow in the crease. I'm just going to go over this like a little bit once again, just to blend it out. Then I'm just going to complete the eyeshadow of the other eye. So I've completed the eyeshadow on both my eyes. We will move on to the eyeliner, and you can also do this with a black or a brown eyeshadow of your choice. I'll be using a matte black eyeliner. So I will be creating a wing which goes upwards and not like straight. Like, do you see where the powder is going like upwards? So I'll be creating the wing according to that line on both my eyes to kind of give that lifted sort of look. Now I'm going to take the fluffy concealer brush and I'm going to just brush off or away the translucent powder that we had, put under our eyes. Now I am telling this to you right now, this look is very matte, okay? Next thing I will be doing is grabbing a darker eyeshadow like this and just placing it right underneath my lower lash line. Hi guys, this is Ananya from few days later when she's editing this video, and I just realized that I lost a few clips in between which I shot where I had included putting on my lashes, doing my blush, my highlighter, and also doing my contour, and I lost them, guys. So we will skip that and we'll go to the next part. Forgive me for this mistake. Bye. Lastly, we are just going to do our lips. I'm pretty sure this lip liner is from Miss Claire. I'll link it down below, okay? I genuinely can't find it right now. Like, the name is just not on the name, I just can't see it on the body of this. But yeah, I'll link it down below. I like to overline a little bit on the cupid bow region. And I'm going to use this Lakme Absolute Lip Mousse in the shade 202 Pink Veil. It's like a very nude, pinky, beautiful shade. I'm just going to swatch it on my hand to show you guys. Look at that shade. So perfect, and it's just such a beautiful pinky nude. I love this, and it has this airy mousse sort of finish. Add a nude kajal to your waterline. It just makes my eyes pop even in this look. That is the final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I did. Okay, I love doing makeup and I would love to make more makeup tutorials. Like, I feel like I should do this more often. I don't know, it just made me feel so good when I did this, like, made this entire video. Drop your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know of what sort of videos you want to watch, okay, and like see you on my channel. And you guys, once again, all the products will be mentioned in the description box down below, so definitely go check them out if you are interested in any of the products which I use. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye and take care.